Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Ram Dhamija. Today is 10th of April, and what a day it has been in the US markets overnight. It has been one of the best rallies that have happened since 2008, and it was kind of unexpected. A lot of people did not anticipate this kind of a rally that will happen overnight. The US indices went up almost 10% overnight, and all the world markets are right now up anywhere between 5 to 10%. Asia has opened green, and all the indices are looking like they are going to make record highs today. And our market, Gift Nifty, is also indicating a 7-800 kind of gap up, which is going to happen tomorrow because today our markets are closed. So all in all, it's just a day which has been quite phenomenal, quite historic, and quite amazing in terms of how things have played out. So I will take you through all of that and more in terms of now how the markets are looking and what are the things to look forward to and why this happened and what are the implications going ahead. So let's start today's video. And so this was the tweet on Truth Social, which got everyone quite confused. It's a great time to buy Dow Jones, right? This was a tweet by President Trump yesterday, and this was before the tariff pause came into picture. Now everyone was thinking that because markets are tanking and also the president is trying to shore up the markets, but little did anyone knew that 6 hours later there is going to be an announcement which is going to say that I have paused all the tariffs on all the countries for a period of 90 days, and there will be 10% tariff, which is fine, but all the others are paused. So there are going to be negotiations which are going to continue. So because of this, there was a complete mayhem which ensued in the world market. So you can see how the US markets reacted. Dow Jones went up 7%, S&P went up 9%, NASDAQ went up 12%, small cap went up 8%. It was a complete mayhem. And now because of that, what has happened today morning, you can see Nikkei Japanese index is up 8%, and as we speak the other Koreans are up 5%, and Vietnam is up 7%. So all the Asian countries, Thailand, Vietnam, etc., Indonesia is up 4%. So are all up hugely. And where are we in all of this? Gift Nifty is also indicating a huge gap up. So if you look at Gift Nifty, yeah, there you are. This is Nifty, and Gift Nifty was indicating 23,200 as we speak. So that is going to be another big open on tomorrow, because today we are closed. So tomorrow when the markets open, we are likely to gap up to about 23,200 odd. Now let us look at where we are in terms of our own markets. And our markets actually did nothing on the expiry day. So if you look at it, it was just a clean, simple. I'll show you in the chart what happened. See, look at this is what happened on expiry day. We opened slightly down and we just remained in that particular range. Nothing, absolutely nothing. There was nothing that happened in the markets. I've never seen this kind of flat trajectory. So from 22,400 we just remained there, especially after 1 o'clock, 1 to 3:30, no movement. It was a movement of less than 10 points. I've never seen this kind of a move. And this is, if you look at how Nifty daily chart looks like. Now this is how Nifty daily chart is, and after today's overnight move, we are going to open somewhere over here, 23,200, this area. So this huge, there will be huge gap up, and I won't be surprised if it's a 1,000-point gap also. So we might end up at 23,500. Now what is going to be interesting to see would be how we navigate this. So for example, the first resistance was going to come at 23,700 and then 24,200. So these were the two big resistances that will still remain. Okay, and once only we are able to clear these, okay, the first resistance is where it will come at 23,800. Now, if there is nothing wrong that happens in the world markets, I'm expecting that this should get cleared. And if this gets cleared, only then we are going to see some strength for it to go to 24,200. So these are going to be two very, very important levels to watch out for. Only if these two are cleared can we say that we are out of the woods, because remember, we did not respect the last low of 23,000 of 21,900. We actually went to 21,700 odd. So we broke the last low which we had made on 3rd 4th March. Now we will have to see whether we are able to cross the highs that we had made on 25th March or not. I think we might be able to, because the capitulation that happened that day is the kind of capitulation usually that happens when market bottoms are made. So market bottoms are never made on simple day. Market bottoms are always made on capitulation. You will see, be it the March 20th bottom that we saw on 23rd of March 2020, there was a circuit and that was a capitulation. So the low that we saw a couple of days back could well be the bottom. I don't know, but it could be, because it has got signs of all the bottoms, especially seeing the way US markets have gone up 12% in overnight. That is highly unprecedented. That doesn't happen. Though having said that, a lot of times bear markets are very vicious, but look at this, 12% up on NASDAQ 100. It's quite phenomenal. The chart, if you look at it, NASDAQ 100 was trading at somewhere around 17,000. It has closing at about 18,500. 10% 12% intraday move. I can't even imagine if this happens to our markets, how well the option sellers react to it. But this was the ferocity of the market that happened in the US. Now let us look at what the other cues are suggesting over here. This will be interesting to see. So because of this, what has happened is that S&P VIX has dropped by 35%. Now this is the largest VIX drop in history of S&P ever, 35% drop. So it opened at 50 VIX, it is now at 33 VIX. Now 33 is also very high, but it is still so much more respectable. US 10 years have come down. So this was actually one of the major triggers, that their bond yields have started to go up because of the pressure created by the tariffs. So this also could have played a role in terms of easing that out. That's come down. So it's 4.2 is respectable. In terms of Bitcoin, it has gone up at 81,000. The dollar index is 102, which is quite decent. Brent oil is at 64, which is excellent news for us. Our currency is slightly weakened, but it's okay. And look at this gold. Gold is again making an all-time high. So gold, rest everything is fine, but gold is back to its all-time high, close to all-time high. The all-time high was 31.51. We are at 31.26. So just $26 away from making another all-time high. So gold is going to be quite phenomenal if it continues this way, because all the others are actually making a low, but were making a low, just except for yesterday. But gold was holding on, and gold is now almost reaching an all-time high. So it's going to be quite phenomenal the way gold has reacted. So where does this leave us? It basically is indicating that our markets are, as I said, going to give a gap up. And it was kind of indicative in the markets, as I had said earlier also, that when the markets are actually going down, that is a good time to accumulate, that is a good time to make your portfolio, that is a good time to buy. Never waste a bear market. A lot of indices had corrected 25-30% from the top. So it was a good time to accumulate and add. In fact, even US markets had gone 20% down. So I had told a lot of people who are there on my group and my clients to buy the US markets if it makes sense to you, because these kind of corrections don't come every day. Last such correction that was seen in the US markets was in 2022. So we are seeing this after 3 years, and at that point in time it was the inflation which had caused a massive drop in the US markets. Now this time it is tariff. So reasons will change every 2-3 years. Reasons will change, but getting this 20% kind of a drop is the very good time to kind of look at your portfolio and restructure it and make it in a way that you like. Look at mutual funds. Don't go direct into equities. So if anyone is interested in investing through mutual funds, please contact me through the Google form. I am AMFI registered, NISM certified mutual fund distributor, and I help people make very good mutual fund portfolios, very solid mutual fund portfolios, which are a combination of your market cap weighted indices, be it small, mid and large caps, and also factor mutual funds. which are value, momentum, alpha, quality, and we also look at international mutual funds. So it gives you a very well balanced, rounded mutual fund portfolio, which is going to be able to sustain these kind of downfalls and also help you when the markets are going up. So last week was a very good time to build your mutual fund portfolio, but I would say even now, if you are looking at investing and you think now that the risk of downside is lesser and you want to now enter the markets, or you want to restructure your mutual fund portfolio, please do reach out to me. Also, one more interesting thing is that a lot of people don't look at debt funds in their portfolio. So debt funds are also giving very good returns the last 1 year, because interest rates have been going down. So debt funds have been doing really well. They are giving very good returns of some funds are giving as high returns as almost 10%, also like gilt funds, which are dependent on interest rates going down. So if anyone is looking at adding debt to their portfolio, they can also contact me. We have debt offerings in our mutual funds also, which I help clients to identify and then take action accordingly. So there's a Google form, please fill that, and if you want, and leave your contact over there, and I'll get back to you. I'll get in touch with you. So that was in terms of building your portfolio, and in terms of the US markets, and in terms of how our markets are going to react. So also another very interesting thing that happened from option seller perspective was that of course Thursday was excellent day, so I'm sure everyone would have made very good money, and a lot of problems that were happening for the first few days of April would have got sorted out yesterday, because there was huge premium on offer, and it was just straight melt from the word go. So Nifty straddled opened at 300 and it just decayed after that. It just never looked back. Within an hour and a half, the game was over. So going ahead next week, there is still good premium left, and there are a lot of holidays, etc. also. So one peculiar thing that happened yesterday was that while the market was getting closed, the straddle premium for next week went up, and also the straddle premium for Bank Nifty went up, which is quite strange considering that this week was melting and next week was going up. So I don't know whether markets had an inkling or what, but or maybe markets were too terrified to give less premium for next week straddle. So maybe that is why the premiums went up, but there was a sharp move up on straddle premiums for next week while we were closing yesterday. So I think that lot of it should melt on Friday. So let's see how things go for option sellers next week, but the whole point is being invested in the markets. That is what is most critical. I think Friday is going to be really good for people who are invested in terms of their portfolios. So everyone will have a good smile on their faces, including myself. For people who have been investing in this downturn, it will be a payday, so to say. So let's see. I just feel for the people who have gone short in the market, because they are going to get squeezed out on Friday. So that is going to be trouble. But then you should never ever have unhedged positions, be it on the short or the long side, because these kind of moves are unpredictable. In April, we have had, especially on S&P, we have had the two largest 2 days, which one was the largest fall and one was the largest rise amongst the top 10 days in terms of S&P history. So within a span of 1 week, you can't handle such big gap downs and such big gap ups. So it is best not to take unhedged positions in your options book. So that's it from me now, and please do write in your comments how your expiry went, how you think this gap up on Friday is going to impact you and the markets. And if anyone is interested, please fill up that form for mutual fund portfolio building. I shall be happy to help. So if you like my content, please do subscribe to my channel. A lot of you come and see the videos but don't subscribe, so please do subscribe to the channel. It's a nice way of getting updates, and please like, share the content, and I shall see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.